Okay, the next video is for the Cutty Sark, and now I'm moving to my pink highlighter because I used yellow for reinforcing the past. I'm going to use pink for the Cutty Sark. So we start with unwrap. So first we're going to underline all of our text features or highlight them. So we started with our title. Now here is a picture, and the caption I'm going to circle. It says the Cutty Sark in full sail. So now I just figured out what the Cutty Sark is. It is a ship. Here it is. Almost looks like an old-fashioned ship. Okay. And now here's another one. And I'm going to highlight this. And this is the hull of the Cutty Sark. So the hull of a ship is the bottom. This is the hull. So visitors walk under. So now, to me, this looks like maybe it's in some kind of a museum. So maybe the Cutty Sark is an old ship. I'm not sure. Okay, so now I am going to, I've done this. Now I'm going to highlight my numbers and figure out this is a nonfiction passage. I forgot that. This is nonfiction. So my nonfiction summary strategy is BME. So I have to figure out what is the beginning, what is the middle, and what is the end. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I know that the beginning, middle, and end. The beginning is usually just my introduction, which is paragraph 1. The end is my conclusion, which in this case is paragraph 6. So that means the middle is 2 through 5. That means this is this is where all of the information is for my author's purpose questions, for my text structure questions. They're going to be found in the middle, what the whole middle is about. So here we go. The Cutty Sark, we numbered, we did our BME. Now we're going to write the questions in a way we understand them. So I've already done my reinforcing the past questions. Now I'm here for my Cutty Sark questions. How does the author support the idea that the Cutty Sark was once considered a technologically advanced ship? So once considered. That makes me think that this ship is pretty old. Okay? So for number 22, I'm going to say, how was the Cutty Sark advanced for its time? Okay? What made it advanced whenever it was in the water? So now, number 23. How does the author organize this selection? This is going to be what we've talked about a lot. This is my text structure question. Okay? Does the author contrast the design of Cutty Sark? Does he or she explain something? Do they provide examples about something? Or do they summarize a problem and how the problem was solved? Okay, this is my text structure. So this is also kind of like, how is this organized, or what is the author doing in the entire selection? This is, again, a big picture question. Do not get tricked by ideas that are just mentioned. This is a big picture question. Anytime it says the whole selection, picture question. Okay, so over here, I'm going to write number 23. What's the big picture? Okay. So let's go to 24. What is the author's main purpose? This is another author's purpose question. So what is the author's main purpose for writing this selection? So I'm going to say this is author's purpose. And so is he or she trying to demonstrate something? To convince the reader about something? Is the author trying to convince me about something? To explain that the Cutty Sark is an important part of London's history? Or to identify something? Why a special exhibit had to be created? So I'm going to, after my selection, I'm going to write number 24. What is the author trying to do? This is another big picture question, okay? Don't get hung up on a detail. This is a big picture question about the selection. Okay, the photograph at the end is included too. So I look at the photograph and it looks like that the Cutty Sark is maybe in some kind of a museum because there's people, it's in a building and they're walking underneath of it looking at it. So why is that photograph there? Okay? So I'm going to say, why is this here? Okay? What do I see there? So now what you're going to do, oops, is this. You are going to go and you are going to read the Cutty Sark. I'm going to go ahead and write your hashtags. Hashtag, hashtag. So you know that you need to summarize each one of these. Okay. After you do your hashtags, you're going to fill in your BME, and then you're going to answer the questions. Now I need you to remember, watch out for these big picture questions, okay? This is the author's purpose in writing the entire section. Big picture questions. This is the organizing the entire selection, okay? So once you answer those questions, you're going to put hashtag read, hashtag answer the questions. You're going to put these in Google Classroom under this, and then if you miss any, you're going to write the explanations under each answer choice of why it is correct or why it is wrong. Okay? And then we will go on, when you're ready, to the paired passage questions.